I'm ready. Let's do it.
Jalen, now that you guys are right here, sort of on the cusp of another season, what are some of your takeaways overall from not just the defense, but how you guys may have gelled or clicked together as a team this summer?
I think we grew a lot, together. New team, new guys stepping in key roles, and I think we as a collectively got better, and we're growing, and we'll see how things look on Sunday night.
We've seen a couple of the young guys. I know we've talked about some of the young defensive guys, but even on the other side of the ball, some of the young receivers, have you seen them grow a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they got good leaders to look up to, though. We got our top dogs in Coop and Woody and even Van and D-Jack, and then after that, it kind of everybody falls in line from their example. So definitely seen them grow as well.
Jalen, for you guys, Sunday night's going to be the first game at SoFi Stadium, regular season game at SoFi Stadium with fans in attendance. How much are you looking forward to that atmosphere?
I'm really looking forward to it. My family will be there, so I'm happy.
Jalen, what have you seen from Matthew Stafford throughout camp and preseason, but not really games, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, he's continued to grow. He's continued to feel comfortable with the offense and with the team, really. And he's taking on a leadership role, and I see him having a strong command of the offense and making adjustments when needed, but also just making things happen. Just, putting the ball right on the money on guys, throwing guys open. Some of the elite traits that he's always had, I think will be able to be expressed a little bit more this year, hopefully.
And what about Andy Dalton? Do you see them on film and you guys study the Bears?
He can do some things, you know what I mean? It's a guy who we have to prepare for. They had a little quarterback battle, I guess you could say, and he won the position. So, you got to, I guess, give it up to him for that. But I feel like we'll be ready. We're ready to go.
And then finally, also for me, Jordan Fuller.
Yeah.
How far along has he come now in his second season being a team captain?
Super far. He's done a tremendous job. Super proud of him. But at the same time, we kind of expected this from him when he came in and what he did last year and how mature he was at such a young stage of his career. So we kind of expected this, and he's honestly exceeded all those expectations.
How about Deshaun Jackson? Have you had any opportunity in practice to match up against him, or
yeah?
And what are you seeing from a guy that's been in the league a long time?
Speed.
Still
a lot of speed, yeah. A lot of speed, which is impressive at year 14. So he still got it. Still got a lot of speed.
Is there anything different you expect from yourself this season?
More, just more. Wherever that may be, more.
Hey, Jalen, I think there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of hype about what Matthew Stafford can possibly do in this offense, but what is he like when he has to solve a problem?
Solves it, I guess. I guess you don't really notice him having a problem because he just solves it. That's the type of guy he is, so that's been nice to see. And I'm excited for Sunday to come and really the whole season.
Are you surprised at any point as far as how fast he's been able to grasp the offense and be able to lead that offense, like you said earlier?
Am I surprised? Nah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know what else to say. I'm not surprised. He's done a great job, but I figured that he would do a great job, honestly.
Jalen, I think it was a preseason interview you were doing with Keith Williams on TV, or maybe it was in Siciliano, where you were talking about the excitement you had about kind of the role and your role in the way you used. How excited are you to kind of get your first chance to debut and display that Sunday night?
Very excited. Stay tuned.
All set.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Jalen.
maybe make a promotion just for some extra outside linebacker?
There's a chance, there's a chance that we will do that.
It's Justin, if it is.
He's got a good chance of being Justin Waller, yes.
You've seen some other teams get hit hard by injuries, one in particular. How do you feel overall?
Feel good. I think we're in a good place, Kevin. To really have one of the few guys unavailable in Ben Skuranek right now is something that you want to get him back. But I feel like Reggie and his group have done a great job. Been really pleased with our players, and obviously we would love to be able to have Obo and Tremaine Ankrum, but those are things that inevitably occur, and we'll expect those guys back sooner than later.
Do you think you'll activate all three quarterbacks, or?
That's a decision that there's a possibility of that.
You'd said we needed to wait till Sunday to find out, but you given any more thought to how wide
It is Friday, Gary. You already answered your question.
But is it safe to assume for fans that Deshaun Jackson is going to be giving you guys a deep threat?
Well, I think we've got a lot of guys that can give us a deep threat. Deshaun is going to be a guy that we're counting on to be a big part of things moving forward. But, I feel really good about, the group of receivers that we're going into this game with. To be able to have such a versatile skill set that they all possess, but all of them can do everything that you ask of them. And so feel really good about that. To give you a little bit of clarity, feel really good about where Deshaun Jackson's at. I love the improvement I've seen from Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. Tutu Atwell is a guy that's only going to get better. He's obviously explosive, and I think Van Jefferson is ready to really take a lot of great steps in the right direction in year two. And I'm a fan of that group as a whole, and I think Eric Yarber does a great job leading the way, and we expect those guys to be able to make their plays, whether that be short, intermediate, or long. In a lot of instances, it's predicated on what's the play call, what are the concepts, and the different situations.
What have you seen from Van Jefferson? You're talking about going into year two, but what are some of the intricate parts that you've seen that make you get that confidence and say, okay, he's ready to go to that next level?
Yeah, I think the experience, he came back really in the offseason, Nick, where you could see he had put in the work. The game has always made sense to him. He's got a great feel for how to be able to work edges on people, be able to separate, has good aggressive hands. He's grown up around the game, and you can feel that. But I just think the way that he's intentionally focused with a great concentration every single day, I think he's got great guys to be able to learn from in Cooper and Robert in that room. But he's a really talented player and expecting big things from him.
You talk about Matthew Stafford, and you talk about just him being on the field, obviously being an extension of what you're trying to disseminate to the rest of the players.
Sure.
What have you seen him do as far as growing from day one he got here to where he is right now in preparation for Sunday?
I think it's really just the nuances of some of the verbal communication. He's got such a great command of playing the game and being able to just, he has such a great poise about himself that I think it's reflected in the other 10 around him. But it's just getting comfortable with, okay, what have you called this in the past? This is what we're calling it. And he's done a great job, been really pleased with him, and I know he's excited to lead the way and very confident in him.
In terms of Sony and his role and involvement, did you see what you wanted to see Wednesday and Thursday to get that idea?
I did, and he's done a nice job, and I have total trust and confidence in Coach Brown. He does a great job with that rotation. How exactly it plays out is to be determined. Daryl's a guy we expect to kind of lead the charge, and then we'll see how Sony and Jake complement Daryl. But Daryl's been really good as of late, and really looking forward to him kind of just picking up where he's left off in practice.
How well you said it, the kickoff return, punt return?
I feel good. We've got some different options with guys that can do that. We'll see on Sunday.
So it's not definitely Jake Funk?
There's a chance that it'll be Jake Funk.
Sean, it seems like Terrell Lewis has been in a good place the last couple of weeks as far as his knees and everything. Just what have you seen from him now that he's been in a little bit more of a regular routine?
Yeah, I think that's what it is being smart, trying to establish a rhythm and routine for him. It's good to be able to have him out here. He has made a good impact on our team. Want to see him be able to play significant snaps, but figuring out where exactly is that balance of days off, but getting him to the games and ready to contribute in the role that we're asking of him is something that we'll continue to manage as we go, but we are grateful and excited to have Terrell being able to play for us this week.
Last year was obviously tough for him, and training camp was sort of in and out. Just what have you learned about him from how he's tried to work his way through these issues?
He's a mentally tough kid, very resilient. There's been a lot of unfortunate setbacks, and really almost all of them are out of his control. But I like the way that he's worried about what he can control. He's done a really good job with Reggie and his group being able to rehab those injuries. And when he's been out here, he's had a good look in his eye. You know, you can feel the presence that he has on the field, and he makes us better when he's out there.
Sean, it seems like Kevin O'Connell, when he talks to us, he especially kind of lights up when he talks about developing guys, trying to, especially younger guys. Last year, John Walford, I think, a little, and then this year, Bryce Perkins, and Bryce last year as well. How is he as a teacher in that regard?
He's really good. He's a great. I think any great teacher is a great communicator, and you know, number one, it's about building relationships with guys. You know, them knowing that you're invested in them, and then being able to connect and figure out what's the best way that we can communicate so that we're speaking the same language, and then it enables guys to reach their highest potential. And you know, Kevin checks all the boxes in that regard, Jordan, and you know, fortunate to be able to have him here leading the way.
Sean, you know, talking about how all the receivers will contribute there, but when you have a bona fide speed guy,
yep,
like Deshaun, like Sammy, like Brandon, what does that do for you as a play caller, and what does that do to defenses?
Yeah, I think anytime that you have the threat of being able to stretch people vertically, it opens up other windows. And really, you know, you've heard me say this before, Gary, the best offenses have the ability to beat you both with the run and the pass. And, you know, when you're running the football, you want to make sure that you make the defense defend every blade of grass horizontally, attacking them in different ways with different schemes. And then in the pass game, you know, you want to stretch them horizontally but also vertically. And Deshaun definitely gives you that element. But like I said, I think there's a handful of guys, and it's about being able to distribute the field the right way. But he's a big-time factor. He's done a great job in that part of his game, but that certainly isn't exclusively the way that you can use him.
Just to revisit Jake Funk, when you drafted him, did you see him as a possible kick returner? What has he shown you?
We did, you know, and really, you know, he's a guy that we liked because he did so many good things on special teams. And then in the limited, you know, inventory that you had as far as playing the running back position, you saw the explosiveness, saw the ability to be able to make plays in the run game, but also contribute in the pass game. He's got the toughness to be able to pick up blitzes and stick his face on people in protection. And since he's gotten here, he's been mature beyond his years. And so don't worry about, I really have a lot of confidence in him with whatever role he's asked on Sunday that he'll do a great job, and he's earned that right for us to feel that way. Okay? Thanks, guys.